yeah, whatever. Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Tanks with M4 Wheel. And today, it's, well, at least I am in this game, but we are actually watching CuddlesBear from the QSF-E branch, playing his T-34-3 on Lakeville. And accompanying him is, well, me in my FCM-50T, which I'm still trying to ace, and Galaxy Tanker in her IS-6. But, and I can give you that much info, this video is not about what happens in the city, or, well, what happens in the city stays in the city. It's about CuddlesBear and his T-34-3. So now what is the T-34-3? Well, it got implemented into the game as a replacement for the infamous Type 59, and it failed at that job. Well, at least until 9.13, where it got a bit of love, and most notably buffed its gun depression values. Now it has a depression of 5 degrees instead of 3, which was abysmal. It was really, really bad. And this combined with its high price, it costs nearly as much as the Tier 8 heavy premium tank, made it quite unpopular with the player base, and thus prevented it from, being the next Type 59. It was just a bad premium tank at that time. As I said, in 9.13 it got a bit of love, and now it's in quite a good shape, I think. And we will now watch CuddlesBear showing you the full potential of this tank. One of its key aspects, as I just said, is the 122mm gun with 175mm penetration on the AP shell and 250 on the heat shell. That's the speciality of the Chinese 122mm guns. They fire heat instead of APCR, which in some cases is bad. For example, heat doesn't work against spaced armor or tracks, but it helps fighting heavy armor targets like E75s and the lot. With 213, which you get on the Russian 122mm APCR rounds, you have a hard time fighting E75s. Also, the T-34-3 is quite mobile, and most notably, it gets preferential matchmaking, which means it will never see tier 10s, it will only see tier 9s at the worst. But it can feast on tier 6s, which is a lot of fun with the high alpha damage that you have. Which brings me to my next topic, or well, not next topic, the only topic I want to talk about today. And that is, some videos ago, on the 1st of April, I promised to make somewhat of a list of premium tanks and what the best premium tanks are in my opinion. And, let's just do it, okay? So, I picked the top 5 of what I would go for, and I will explain why. And then I will also explain basic rules if you need to choose between premium tanks, whatever. And I will also mention 4 tanks which in my opinion are not worth the money and which you should avoid. And before I start, I would like to highlight that this is my personal opinion, and your mileage may vary, and you may have different playstyles, and maybe you like tank destroyers. I don't, that's why there's no tank destroyers on this list. But if you like tank destroyers, D25 of course is very, very good, but you can't get it anymore, and there's a good reason for that. But also the SU-122-44 in the right hands, it also has this 122mm gun, but with the APCR, but it has a ridiculous DPM, just as the ISU-122S and the box tank. There are some nice premium tank destroyers to go for if you want. So, the first one on my list is placed on number 5, on entry number 5, and that's the T-54 Mod 1, a Tier 8 Russian medium tank. Why did I pick this on my number 5 place? Well, it's a good all-rounder. It has good gun with acceptable penetration, if you angle the tank, it can bounce nearly all tanks tier 7 and below. And for example, T-34-3 would have had trouble penning the mod 1 if it's angled frontally at all, because 175 millimeters is not brilliantly, and the mod 1 can, if angled, has about 200 millimeters of all-purpose armor, and so we'll laugh at this Chinese tank. Next is the M4190 Girlfriend or Grand Finals tank, the German Walker Bulldog, or Black Dog, or Schwarzer Hund, whatever. Why did I pick that? Well, it's your ticket for a top tier light tank. For example, for the light tank missions, if you are not a keen light tank player. Or for tier 8 strongholds. It has good mobility, good gun impression, and it looks quite nice, well, except for the Wargaming League logo. And yeah, that's why it's on number 4. And on number 3, with the bronze medal, is the FCM-50T. And why? Well, because it has limited matchmaking, and as one of the few tanks with limited matchmaking, it has a lot of penetration. It has 212 millimeters with its standard rounds, meaning that you need to shoot less premium in order to pen enemy tanks, which means the credit earning potential of the tank is even higher. Also, when angled, it has really good bouncing values. For example, the tracks can eat up a lot of damage. And it's quite fast, but it's hard to ace, so if you're someone who's looking to ace tanks, the FCM-50T is not the tank for you. Number 2, and the silver medal, is the IS-6. Why? Because limited matchmaking, and after it's got made HD, a ridiculous amount of armor. But if you don't have the funds for an IS-6, wait for the IS-2 Berlin. It has the same gun, with the same reload, nearly the same reload as the IS-6, but is a tier lower, means that it can shoot up tier 5s, and it's very fun shooting up tier 5s. And it has no limited matchmaking, like the IS-6, but that means that it will essentially see the same tanks, plus tier 5s. It's cheaper, it comes with a 100% trained crew with 3 barrels and arms, and a nice paint job. So that's why those 2 tanks are on my number 2 spot. And on first place with the gold medal, the tank you already know, and you've already seen a lot of videos from me, the QSF-E. Why? Because for, what was the last part, I think 25 euros, it is the complete package. You get free crew, you get some gold mostly, and you get a tier 6 tank, which is one of the best tanks for tier 6 strongholds. It is even better than the regular combo, and it's just hell of a lot of fun to play, and it looks decent, and it makes a lot of money, because when you play in strongholds you get more credits, and if you win in strongholds you get the premium multiplier still applies. So after I bought the QSF-E, my need for premium tanks has gone to around 0. Actually, I have the QSF-E, I play the QSF-E, and I can nearly make up all losses I get with other tanks by playing the QSF-E. It is that good. So if it's on sale, go get it, and you will not be disappointed. Because the video is ending soon, here's the list of tanks which I would avoid. The T-34, the 112, the WZ-111, and the Panther 88. Why? Ask me in the comments if you want to know. This leaves me 20 seconds to talk on the game. Cuddles played really well. He didn't spam heat all the time, although the last shot on the Yak Tiger was a bit poor. And but I don't think this will be costing him his life, and we now see in the post-game stats how much money he made. Really, Cuddles? 262,000 credits in one game? This is not World of Tanks. Well, actually it is. Whatever. GG to you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like. You know the stuff. M4 out, thank you for watching, and bye bye.